Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to Sparkle with Jyoti. I am super excited to talk in this video because it has been long time. I have been traveling, attending a lot of events, and that is what I have been posting on YouTube. But this is like a heart-to-heart talk, and I wanted to just touch base upon this topic where how my life has changed after moving to Sweden. And just to give you a background, my name is Jyoti, and I have been living in Sweden last 8 plus years. And the first time I arrived in Sweden was January 2016. So it has been 8 plus few months, and it has been quite a journey. And I have never spoken about this topic in my videos. I have made so many videos. I think more than 400, 450 videos on my YouTube channel. I have touched based on every topic under the sun, but I have not spoken about this. So let's get into this video. And if you are looking like for a cozy conversation and nostalgic moments and going back in time, then grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage you like. And without further ado, let's get started. Just to give you a background, I was a very, very ambitious, career oriented girl back in India, born and brought up in Mumbai, the largest and the biggest city in India. And I have been like born in a middle class family. So, of course, money didn't come easy. I had to work hard, I had to really study and slog in order to achieve all my dreams. And if somebody had come that time and told me that I am going to be living in a foreign country amongst this white people, and for so many years, I would have never believed it. So, in short, you can say that I have really hustled a lot, always have struggled, and always have been a workaholic. I don't remember a single day that I have literally like relaxed and being on the bed and or sofa and chilled myself. So I have always been like studying. Of course, in Mumbai, you know how it is. Like your school bags are much more heavier than even your weight, right? So constantly studied there, attended tuitions, extra classes. Then we moved to Goa, and then I was like studying in college, but also giving tuitions. So I started like being financially independent right from the 11th standard. And I always wanted to be independent financially and not I don't like asking money to other people, even though it is my own parents or husband now. So I always used to have these ideas, and I also used to try and earn money and contribute to the family. So I started giving tuitions while studying in college, and then after passing out I came to Pune for my MBA masters. And I was doing dual masters, so I did two masters at the same time. So full time in one place and then weekends in another place in another university, so that because I wanted to do like two subjects. So the core full time was marketing, but I also wanted to do international business because I always had this dream to travel abroad and look at the international market. So I did that, and that after that also I was like always doing internships, always working for my uncle's business and on the weekends. So I used to never even chill on weekends. So it's been constantly like work, and then of course I got married, moved to a different city, Bangalore, and there I tried to adjust. And I have also been moving cities within India, so I had to learn a lot of new languages, new cultures, get into the new groove of understanding the people and the business and the customers mindset as well, because I have been in retail and customer service operations background. So before I moved to Sweden, I was a regional manager handling like up to 100 people, 100 staff, 13 to 14 outlets, franchise, I mean company outlets, and then having a revenue, managing a revenue profitably of up to like 2 plus crores. So it was quite a hectic lifestyle. I hardly even used to meet my husband because I was working on weekends in retail, right? Working on weekends and meeting and spending time with him only on weekdays, because he is from IT background, so his company was like had holidays on weekends, which I didn't. So that's how we were managing, and I was continuously hustling. I was also trying for a baby, which was not happening, and I had tried different methods, different treatments, which was of course not happening because of lot of stress and lot of target and sales pressure on my head, and I was really drowning, burnt out completely. So the time when I came to Sweden, after coming here was like a vacation. I mean, I didn't have to answer these calls. I didn't have to be responsible for anything. I didn't have a schedule to follow. I didn't have to sit in the taxi for hours and hours and travel in the Bangalore traffic. And nobody to question me, nobody to answer to. It was like an amazing. I never realized that time that I was like literally moving to another country and building a life in a new country. Initially the phase was like just like vacation chill, and then of course I didn't never forgot my ambition. So I started the Swedish classes. After coming here, I got an internship in an import export company. But then I conceived, I became pregnant, and that time for me, having a baby like was the biggest, you can say, a goal which I wanted to achieve, or you can say my dream, because I had been trying a lot harder in India, which was not happening, and then it happened here. So it was like a huge dream come true. So I didn't want to like play around or mess it up. So I gave up everything, and my health was not, of course, good because I was having a baby when I was like 31. I was already 31 that time. So I didn't want to take any risk with my health, and I completely gave everything up, and I stayed back home in order to grow this baby inside me, because I had other multiple health issues as well. But I think my life started changing, you can say, after my baby was born, after coming to Sweden. And initially, as I said, the huge transition definitely has been cooking, because back in India, I had cooks, I had maids, and I never had to be in the kitchen because, of course, my lifestyle was quite hectic. So I used to leave in the morning, you can say 9:30, and I used to come back in the evening around 8:39, with a lot of pressure. And you can say, like, my mother-in-law used to always tease me that I always had this phone glued and stuck to my ear, because I was constantly on calls. I used to get at least 100 plus calls from different clinics, different people, different staff, head office, etc., etc. And I never had time to cook. Of course, I'm a very good cook. My whole family, all women are very good cooks. So whatever I make is tasty, of course. But then I used to cook very like occasionally on festivals, or if I invite. I love hosting. I love inviting people and feeding them. So I think I got that from my mom. So I was always like inviting people, and on special occasions like Ganpati, love celebrating festivals. So Ganesh Chaturthi and Diwali and all these festivals, I used to invite people and cook tons of food. But I used to never cook on like everyday basis. Even the tea cup, चाय का कप भी मेरे हाथ में दिया जाता था. Like, it was like so much luxury, you can say, that time. Now I realize how much luxury it was that time. और that was the biggest transition, I think. यहाँ पे आने के बाद मुझे सब कुछ जो खाना पकाना पड़ा initially, that was the biggest change, I could say. Until now, like, initially मतलब मेरे दिमाग में ऐसा था, because I was all like, my father like always wanted a son, and he didn't have a son, he got me. So एक दिमाग में था कि I wanted to prove to him that I'm also like a son, and I can behave like a son, and I can give the results, and I can take care of you, I can earn money, and I can इनाम रोशन करना जो बोलते हैं, तो वो हमेशा मेरे दिमाग में था. तो किचन में रह के खाना पकाना, एंड I always felt it's a waste of time, and it's like undervaluing yourself, and you will never get any returns for that. तो ये waste of time है, kind of. तो अभी भी मुझे लगता है, but I have like accepted that fact after 8 years of living in Sweden कि यहाँ पे कोई option ही नहीं है. You cannot keep eating outside every day or keep ordering, right? Occasionally, of course, we do, but not every day. If you want to eat healthy and homemade food, right? तो वो तो मैंने accept कर लिया. But that is the biggest change what I can say I have in myself, that I started cooking on daily basis, and I of course became better and better, and now I can cook like for 25-30 people at a time. That's a different story. But then I always looked myself in an office, and climbing the ladder of success, and becoming famous, and becoming performing basically in my career, and going ahead and ahead in my career. तो वो तो यहाँ पे हुआ नहीं. but what I got after delivering my baby is lot and lot of patience. I mean, पेशेंस आपका नेक्स्ट लेवल में आ जाता है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज फॉर एवरीथिंग आपको वेट करना पड़ता है. नथिंग इज क्विक, नथिंग इज इमीडिएटली. फॉर एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू वेट. लाइक इवन इफ यू हैव, if you're sick, you're not feeling well, to in order to get doctor's appointment you have to wait. Even if like for example, the biggest example what I can give you is the birth of my daughter. Like my water broke, and after the water breaks you have to deliver the baby in 72 hours, otherwise the baby might suffocate inside. तो उसके लिए भी मुझे 2 बार उन्होंने वापस भेज दिया. लाइक आई वेंट टू द डॉक्टर्स लाइक हॉस्पिटल, एंड दे सेंट मी बैक ट्वाइस बिकॉज देयर वाज नो बेड, देयर वाज नो एम्प्टी बेड फॉर मी, फॉर देम टू एडमिट मी इन द हॉस्पिटल. तो मुझे घर वापस आना पड़ा. उसके लिए भी मुझे पेशेंस रख के, लाइक तीसरे दिन उन्होंने मुझे एडमिट किया, एंड देन दे गेव मी अटेंशन एंड एवरीथिंग. That's a whole different story what I can make another video. But for everything you have to wait. Housing के लिए 1 साल में हम लोग ने 3 घर चेंज किए, because we were not getting a first hand contract, first hand house from the government. And then schooling के लिए मुझे कितना वेट करना पड़ा for my daughter, because every time you change a house you have to change school, because school आपके घर के पास ही वो लोग देते हैं. तो स्कूलिंग के लिए मुझे फॉर एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू वेट, एंड दैट्स द रीजन आपका पेशेंस लेवल काफ़ी बढ़ जाता है. इंडिया में तो आपको आदत है कि एवरीथिंग इज क्विक, एवरीथिंग इज इंस्टेंट. हेडेक भी है तो आप क्विकली यू कैन गो टू डॉक्टर एंड यू कैन गेट मेडिसिन. But here it's not the case. So I think on that aspect I have really become patient. I started appreciating the small things. I started slowing down. जो मेरा नेचर और पर्सनैलिटी है कि गो 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 गो, हसल हसल हसल, भागो भागो भागो, और एक दिन भी घर पे ना बैठना, या फिर एक दिन भी सांस ना लेना, that I think has changed a lot. I have really slowed down. I have started appreciating things around me, family time, और of course जो time I think मुझे मेरी बेटी के साथ मिला, that has been the biggest a blessing, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know कि इंडिया में तो 3 months maternity leave होता है, and वहाँ पे तो आपको ठीक है, कोई कोई कंपनी में 6 महीने भी है, बट देन यू कैन नॉट लाइक the kind of intimacy and the bond what I have with my daughter, I would have never got back in India, I feel. Even though like I could have got help, like my mom is there, my parents, my in-laws, my whole family is there. They could have helped me, they would have definitely helped me. But I think the kind of bond I got with my daughter, वो next level है. The connection what we have, the time what I have spent, the number of laughs I have had with her, and हमारा ritual था कि every day, like we used to go when she was small, of course, before like when she was 1 year, we used to go to the library, hang out, go to the cafes, and like having like this best friend for me. Now also like I'm so glad that I can have so many conversations with her. मैं उससे कुछ भी बात कर सकती हूँ. I can discuss with her, and then she talks me back, and she sometimes even solves my problems or my dilemmas what I have in my head. तो वो बॉन्ड मेरा नहीं हो सकता था इंडिया में, डेफिनेटली आई एम श्योर अबाउट दैट. So that has changed me as a person. I feel like personality development जो बोलते हैं वो मेरा काफ़ी हो गया. I became so mature. I started living like a minimalistic and slow life, you can say, because यहाँ पे सब कुछ you can बहुत ही slow है, especially Gothenburg. If you go to Stockholm, of course you will find lot many more people, and metros and trams and everybody is running around. But Gothenburg, if you come, it is little slow. और आपको एक मतलब of course Gothenburg has its charm, एक बैलेंस यहाँ पे है, बट देन you can choose to even you can also choose to go like as slow as possible, if you want. कि like husband काम कर रहा है, आपको कोई काम करने की जरूरत नहीं है, या फिर आपको कोई काम करना ही नहीं है, then you can always take it slow. You can just read a book, you can go to the library, you can hang out in cafes, you can watch YouTube, और तो depends on you कि आपको आपका लाइफ कितना बिजी करना है और कितना स्लो रखना है. It's up to you. So I think also Sweden gives you opportunity for second career, which in India it's not there. तो मतलब यहाँ पे आके आप डिसाइड कर सकते हैं, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर इंजीनियर और डॉक्टर एंड यू डोंट वांट टू बी अ डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर एनीमोर एंड यू वांट टू चेंज योर फील्ड्स। लेट्स से आपको बच्चे पसंद है और आपको टीचिंग करना है, तो यहाँ पे ऑप्शन है कि आप उस तरीके का एजुकेशन लेके you can become a teacher and then you can start teaching in the school, or you can start, of course you cannot go directly to teaching, there are a lot many steps you have to follow and learn Swedish and become fluent in Swedish and do all the courses and all that, but you can change professions, what I mean. And of course it will take time, but then you can change careers. That is always an option after coming to Sweden. And सो आई थिंक ये सब चीज़ें काफ़ी चेंज हो गई है मुझ में, एंड आई हैव स्टार्टेड अप्रिशिएटिंग द कल्चर अराउंड। और द नेक्स्ट थिंग व्हाट आई फील आई हैव बिकम इज आई हैव बिकम वेरी काइंड। आई मीन आई वॉज काइंड इन इंडिया, बट यहाँ पे एक डिफरेंट लेवल का काइंडनेस आ गया है। मतलब आई हैव बिकम, आई डोंट नो, maybe it's a Swedish thing or not, or it's just change in my personality or age, I don't know. But then I have become very very kind and so sensitive. I mean, like, I'm sensitive and you can say empathetic to people. जब मैं, like, I see old people around, जब बूढ़े लोग दिखती हूँ कि वो अकेले रहते हैं, यहाँ पे तो अकेले ही रहना पड़ता है। यू हैव टू मैनेज योर ऑल थिंग्स, आपको खुद कुक करना पड़ता है, खुद की केयर खुद करनी पड़ती है, घर मेंटेन करना पड़ता है, लाइक बिकॉज किड्स डोंट लिव विद देयर पेरेंट्स हियर। सो आई रियली फील सैड फॉर देम एंड आई ट्राई माई बेस्ट। लाइक मेरे सामने ही एक अंकल रहते हैं जो काफ़ी बूढ़े हैं, आई थिंक मस्ट बी अराउंड 85-90 मे बी। तो आई ट्राई टू गिव हिम समथिंग, और एवरी डे आई से हाई टू हिम, आई स्माइल टू हिम, एंड वी हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ अ bond. So things have changed. I have these मतलब kindness बहुत ज़्यादा आ गया है, and when especially I come to India, तो I feel like guilty of having these kind of pleasures. For example, I went go to restaurants and when waiters are serving them, मुझे इतना बुरा लगता है कि उनको ये काम करना पड़ रहा है। like here हमको तो वो luxury है नहीं, like even if waiters तो है ही नहीं, so even if your kid makes a mess, you have to clean it up yourself, right? तो वहाँ पे, like, यहाँ पे ये सब पूरा लग्ज़री है। तो इंडिया में आके जब मैं देखती हूँ तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है। तो आई ट्राई टू, व्हेन आई फिनिश ईटिंग, आई ट्राई टू गैदर ऑल द प्लेट्स एंड ट्राई टू गिव द पर्सन। और जब मेड्स और कुक्स घर पे आते हैं, मेरी मम्मी के घर पे, देन ऑल्सो आई फील लाइक वेरी बैड फॉर देम। सो आई ट्राई टू डू एक्स्ट्रा, ट्राई टू गिव देम गिफ्ट और समथिंग। So I think kindness has come to a different level. Maybe because everyone here speaks very politely, gently. कोई झगड़ा नहीं करता, कोई उनको तो पसंद ही नहीं है conflict, so they don't do any conflicts. They don't like getting into any kind of arguments. So I think that has also changed me. So I can say definitely personality wise it makes a huge difference, because आप जिस सराउंडिंग में रहते हैं, जो लोग आपके अराउंड हैं, आप you are the sum of five people around you, right, they say. So इट इज़ ट्रू टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंड, और मुझे काफ़ी उसका फ़ायदा हुआ। एंड फैमिली टाइम एंड फैमिली का इम्पोर्टेंस ज़्यादा बढ़ गया है मेरे लिए, बिकॉज इन इंडिया यू हैव सो मेनी अदर ऑप्शंस, राइट? यू हैव फ्रेंड्स, you have so many groups, you can party, you can hang out, you have relatives, you have so many people around you that you don't understand who is really really important. बट यहाँ पे आने के बाद आपको इतने इक्का दुक्का, like such a less amount of people are there that you really appreciate the true friendship, the true people. अब थोड़ा your group becomes smaller, but definitely the quality increases. And I think I realize the importance of family a lot. और मेरा ग्रुप, मेरा family is like everything to me. It was before also, but now it has become more, since I even don't meet my family every day. I meet them just once in a year, like for a few days or a month. So वो appreciation level भी बढ़ गया है, and it has definitely made me a much calmer person after coming to Sweden, that's for sure. So I think this is what I think happens to you after coming to Sweden. And I mean, I have spoken of the positive things, but it can go negative as well. It depends on you how you take it and what kind of mindset you have, right? Like यहाँ पे जब जॉब नहीं मिलता, या फिर ले ऑफ हो जाता है, या फिर रेसिज्म होता है, या फिर जो दूसरी चीज़ें भी हैं, ऑफ कोर्स आई विल स्पीक about it in another video, let's say with the topic of what I did not like in Sweden maybe. It definitely depends on you, how you take it and how what kind of mindset you have. तो मेरा mindset तो definitely बहुत ही positive है, और मैं हमेशा मतलब try करती हूँ कि positive mindset से ही आगे जाना है, कुछ भी हो जाए. I have definitely got negative experiences here, and I have got like not so good experiences, but what do you take out of it, you know? And agar let's say 100% of the experience was negative, at least 5% will be positive. Take that 5% and move ahead, and do not dwell or do not just sit down with the other 95% and go down. Okay, take the 5% जो भी positive है and then move on. I'm that kind of a person. I don't know if it has I have become like this after living in Sweden, or it's age because I became 40 this year. So I don't know what it is, but this is how I have created my mindset, which helped me a lot and is helping me a lot. मुझे बहुत ही हेल्प हुआ कि आई हैव लाइक दिस स्मॉल बट गुड कम्युनिटी अराउंड मी. मैंने काफ़ी अच्छे रिलेशंस बनाए यहाँ पे. आई हैव सो मेनी met so many amazing people and growth mindset people, Swedish people or international people, different expat people I have met, and I have kind of built this community with YouTube, with Instagram. I have this kind of image, or I have built my identity now here in Sweden. तो वो सब चीज़ें काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, but again depends on your mindset. It completely depends on you. You alone can only either make or break yourself. So I think I can go on and on, but this is how I wanted to share. This is what I wanted to share with you, and I hope you can relate. If you can relate, or if you find anything interesting, please let me know in the comments. I will really appreciate it, and I hope you like this video. If you've liked it, please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will see you in my next video with a new topic. Till then, stay positive and stay happy, guys. Take care. Bye bye.